That's pride, ego, and temptation. Yeah. Pride, ego, and temptation. See, pride works on the man, and pride is the thing that won't allow a man to set something down and be done with it. Pride won't allow a man to take a loss. Pride won't allow a man to feel like that he wasn't the victor in the situation. It's those things, those innermost things that's floating around and spoils the mind. It spoils the way you think. And then it's the ego. The ego is nothing but a magnifying glass on the pride. The ego is going to come along and say that thing that's floating around in your mind, that disrespect, when somebody said something to your girl and you didn't do nothing, when somebody said something to your mom and you ain't do nothing, when that man at your job raised his voice to you and you didn't do nothing, yeah. Ego magnifies that. Ego makes you think that everybody outside in the world seen it. Yeah, and now you walking around with this discontent because pride had you feeling some sort of way and ego magnified it. Ego said, okay, not only do you feel some kind of way but you should about what happened, but you should also feel some kind of way because everybody know it happened. And you should do something. That's the temptation. Temptation is nothing but a product of the pride and the ego. That's where the temptation comes from. You're not tempted to do something. There has to be some motivation behind temptation, right? Ego makes you do things. Whether they're good things or bad things, most of the time they're bad things, but the ego makes you do things. So it's the pride, the ego, and the temptation. I call it pet. That I think all of us as men should get a hold of real quick. And we should teach that to our younger men about pride, ego, and temptations and how it can foil your life. They understand that sooner than later. It'll be a really good thing for them.